So India always knew they were going to play 2 games on consecutive days. They were expecting one to be stressful and another one to be a walk in the park. They just didn't expect them to be against these oppositions. One turned out to be stressful, which was against Hong Kong. One turned out to be a walk in the park against Pakistan. What do you know, gentlemen? What do you know? This is what I've been saying, and we need to use this term again and again, Simon. Cricket is a game of
glorious
uncertainties.
It also is true, especially when Pakistan is playing. I've been watching Pakistan for God knows how many years.
Yeah.
You never know which team is turning up. Yeah. And the reason I thought we'd be different this time was it's a stable team. They've done well. But they haven't played a lot of cricket recently. That could be one reason. Yeah. The only cricket they've played has been against a very, very, very ordinary Zimbabwe side.
True.
So maybe they haven't played tough cricket. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
and Hong Kong against them was not the Hong Kong that we saw against India.
No. More likely, they didn't turn up.
They just didn't turn up today.
Yeah, just a bad day. Put it down to a bad day. They had a bad day at the first outing at the Champions Trophy, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah. And look what happened at the back end of that.
No, don't say that, Simon. He always does this.
But you got to put it in perspective. Put it down to experience and carry on. They've got 2 more opportunities, possibly.
What? You want another comeback line? Yeah, but he's right.
Yeah, and they did it. They had a bad day. India had a good day for a change after yesterday. We thought the bowling was a little bit off. Yeah. They had a good day with the ball, restricted Pakistan to 162, and then Rohit Sharma looked very good after, was he 5 from 17 at one stage? Yes. Looked very good in the back half of the innings. Shikhar with more runs, and then just the 2 guys finishing it off nicely.
For Rohit, a little tentative after his sort of early dismissal yesterday, and of course not having played competitive cricket, he was not part of the Test series. And then the added pressure of the Mohammad Amir factor, playing the left-arm bowler. So today he got in, but some of the deliveries, Harsha, that he got might as well have had a ribbon around them because they were just birthday presents.
And he loves, if there's one Indian player who plays the pull shot well, who's not afraid of pace and bounce. Rohit's problem has never been pace and bounce. It's probably been movement, but not pace and bounce. And there he was, said, thank you, keep them coming. You want to bowl them faster? I'm ready for you. Yeah. And they kept bowling short at him. Just as towards the end, they kept feeding Dinesh Karthik on the sweep shot. They kept feeding Rohit Sharma on the pull shot. You can bowl there all day.
Yeah. Keys to beating Pakistan, get Hassan Ali bowling earlier than they want, which is earlier than the 20th over. And that happened today. Although they had a small score on the board, he had to bowl early. Obviously, Shadab, interesting to see what happens with... So we've got 2 backs to oversee overnight, haven't we, with Shadab Khan and with Hardik Pandya as well. But, they tried all their bowling options. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Shadab and his back injuries. Fakhar Zaman, I don't think they expected him to bowl too much. Hassan Ali was, 8.25, so they took to him. They took to Usman Khan. And Fahim Ashraf went for over 6s as well.
To be fair, that Usman Khan is just at 1 over when he effectively conceded 17 or 1 ball. Correct. The thing with Mohammad Amir is, I've just looked at recent numbers. His economy rates are good, but he's not taking wickets for Pakistan. And his job at the top is to take the wickets. And he's not been taking wickets.
Was it the last 9 matches that he's got only 3 wickets? Is that what it was? I think
he's gone through 7 matches in the last 15 without taking a wicket.
Yeah, and that's just staggering because
that's his job.
Yeah, that's his job, and B, that's even his reputation. And these reputations break so easily these days. But somehow, Doull, how's he still staying around even though he's not taking?
Well, there's talk, isn't there? There's talk and a lot of talk about bringing the young left armour in. They want to maybe leave Amir out. It's a tough call, but when he's not taking wickets, if that's what his primary role is, he's only conceding 4.4 and over in his last 15 one-day internationals. So he's been economical. But if you ask any captain, modern day one-day international cricket, talk to any captain, I'll give you a bowler that gets 4 for 60 or none for 40. What do you want? He'll take the 4 for 60.
He'll take 4 for 70 maybe.
Every time he'll take 4 for 60, 4 for 65 from an opening bowler rather than none for 40. Yeah. So that's the conundrum for Pakistan at the moment. It's a conundrum for many countries around the world. Attack, attack, attack at the start so that you don't have to... It's not just becoming a boring game through that middle. You can continue to attack with your spinners through the middle overs. And that's the key to winning one-day internationals because 300s are good scores now. So teams are wanting to knock the top off, knock 2 and 3 over in that first 10 to 15 overs.
What just showing you those numbers. Last 15 ODIs, Amir has 13 wickets at an average of 41. He's gone through 7 matches without any wickets.
Yeah.
So economy rate 4.44. You don't mind that with the Fahim Ashraf bowling in the middle overs.
Yeah.
But Amir at the top. So that much about Pakistan.
Those are not strike bowler figures.
No.
Those are really sort of dibbly-dobbly sort of.
Yeah.
Those are figures you'd be very happy from a 6th bowler with, right? He's
when he
going
came
4.5.
back. When he came back, we all thought, right, he's been 5 years, poor young kid, out of the game.
Yeah.
He's going to be another Wasim Akram, which he threatened to be before. He's not been that.
Yeah, he really hasn't. The opening partnership today, we'll get to the surface in just a second. The opening partnership today, Rohit Sharma, Shikhar Dhawan, impressed with them today?
Very much so. Very much so, because I think they understand each other well. They took their time, and then once Rohit took off, Shikhar was like a spectator, like some of us. But once Rohit got out, you see how Shikhar quickly upped it again?
Yeah.
So I thought from that point of view, Shikhar's now had 2 decent innings.
Yeah, very good.
So that augurs well.
Yeah. And Rohit Sharma, to me, today was about negating Amir and just having a bat. You know, I don't mind that. He's had trouble. If you've got trouble with something, work on it.
That first ball single for me was just...
Exactly.
Let me get to the other end.
He's got opportunities now. After that win yesterday, India they're in the Super Fours. You know, they've got opportunities to play another 3-4 games now. So, to me, today was all about negating.
Did he open his stance a little?
He did, yeah. All about negating. And remember what I talked about, that front foot?
Yeah.
No, at no stage did his front foot go across the middle stump when he was facing Amir today. It went down the line of leg stump only. So he didn't get across and get cast and get his sort of... Your head weighs quite a lot. Some more than others because you've got a little few more brains. You know. So as soon as your head goes...
I topple over all the time.
Yeah, you fall over all the time.
Yeah.
That's because you've got skinny legs. But as soon as your head goes, your body goes. Everything goes with it because it's quite heavy. So today he was very good, I thought, and just keeping that front foot open a little bit, keeping that leg stump line rather than shimmying across the middle stump. And so it was about getting through Muhammad Amir and then prospering afterwards. As we said, 5 from 17 at one stage and went on to make run a ball 50. So very, very smart from him today, I thought.
Since I relate to the skinny legs, I can tell you, a lot of great athletes have very skinny legs.
But we're just sitting on sofas at midnight talking about cricket. I don't think we have...
So now you
we don't have any legs to stand on in that argument.
Glenn McGrath.
Glenn McGrath.
Yeah.
So if Glenn McGrath was here between us, we've got over 500 test wickets. Real quick word about the surface, because yesterday we saw that obviously it was a different pitch that they were playing today, but this ground, the surface, because India is playing here now.
I don't know if India made it look better than it was, because when you saw Fahim Ashraf bowling like you and me, how can Fahim Ashraf bowl in that? I can understand Fahim Ashraf bowling
It was village cricket.
in an ordinary side, not in that Pakistan bowling side.
Fakhar Zaman, you mean?
No, sorry, Fakhar Zaman.
No,
Sorry,
Fahim Ashraf.
not Fahim Ashraf.
He's a proper bowler.
Fahim Ashraf is a proper bowler. I mean,
Stop the emails now. Stop the emails now.
Fakhar Zaman, strike off the record, and there we go again.
Fahim Ashraf, cross, Fakhar Zaman. Right.
Like
Fakhar Zaman.
If you can just cut to Harsha's close-up, real quick, we go, take two.
I mean, I can understand Fakhar Zaman bowling in some other side, but not in this Pakistan side.
Yeah.
And that he bowled. But when he was bowling, the ball wasn't coming on. So it suggested to me that actually by bowling so short, Pakistan bowled badly, and that it might still be bad first surface. Do you think? I mean, everyone said maybe Pakistan got it wrong, winning the toss. I'm not so sure.
I don't think so. I think they just didn't bat well enough, and India bowled very well. But I still think if India win the toss against Pakistan again, or against Afghanistan, against Bangladesh, I still think they'll bat first.
Against two? Take two. Okay, Bangladesh.
I still think they'll bat first.
Yeah.
And that to me is probably the way to go, particularly in Dubai.
Talking about take twos, Rohit Sharma's take two as captain today.
Yep, better.
And this is the point that you were making yesterday, Harsha. The point Simon made yesterday is that when the team's not doing well, Rohit can get sort of go into a shell a bit, and when the team's going well, he's sort of up there. Today,
it's easy, as I said, I think I said in the com box. It's easier to captain a side that's going well than it is to captain a side that's going poorly, because you can get a little bit insular. But he was better today. He was better. He was more animated, I thought, in the field with his fielding positions. He was more animated with his bowlers, but they were going well. So it's under pressure that I have a few little queries, just a few little queries, and it's not that he's not a bad captain. It's just that he can be a little bit insular when things aren't quite going right. And I've seen it with Mumbai. I've seen it on the odd occasion with India as well. But tonight, I think that innings would have done him the world of good as well. For his betterment to the tournament going forward, batting the way he did tonight, contributing to a win, having a comfortable win over Pakistan, that'll do him the world of good for the next few games.
Also easier to captain a side with Dhoni standing up to the stumps. True. Because Dhoni suddenly forgets he's not captain. So he just starts moving the field around.
But even bringing Kedar Jadhav on and bowling him at the time, allowing him to bowl through. Now he lost Hardik Pandya. So those little things that he did tonight as bowling changes, I thought were quite good. Got Chahal on for an over, went for 7, took him off, put Bhuvi back on, gave him an opportunity. So he didn't let anything drift tonight. So that was proactive. So, I thought he was better tonight. I'll give him a pass mark tonight, maybe 7.5
nice.
out of 10.
I have a cricket nerd question for you,
okay.
Which is, in your playing days, domestic and international, who is the captain who did that best? Like when things were going on a downturn, who was the guy who did it best?
Yeah, the level-headed captains are the best ones. And Stephen Fleming, for me, was as good as anyone at that. He was very, very calm across the board. And there's no secret that he's made a very good coach as well. And you look at guys that make great coaches, they're level-headed characters. Tom Moody springs to mind in IPL franchises, and Stephen Fleming as well. So they make good captains, they make good decisions, they don't get overly excited, and they don't get overly down at times. So Stephen was able to just talk very calmly. He was able to be assertive when he needed to be. He was able to put his arm around you when he needed to and say, mate, we need you today. I know things haven't been good for you, but we need you today. You've got to find something for me. This is the time that we need you, and be able to go and say, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
What were you thinking there? So you've got to have all those bases covered, but be calm and firm with it, and know the game. And that's where Stephen was very, very good.
No one's been around a cricket field more than you. I'm talking about even international cricket.
Around, yes.
Which is in terms of observing, because he's
on the outside.
He's known a few captains. You have seen hundreds, right? Who's
limited overs?
The behavior that you've observed? Who's the captains you've seen who've been around some of the younger guys, or when the chips are down?
Limited overs cricket, no doubt in my mind about that MS Dhoni was, he just understood white ball cricket very well. The moment one ball stopped and turned, Dhoni was around everywhere, changing his field. Harbhajan told me recently he takes the field with all his resources on, and then just decide, if I don't need you, I won't bowl you, but I won't drop you. So I think people feel very secure in Dhoni's teams, and that's why they performed for him. In T20 cricket, I thought the most flair I've seen was Warney in that first season for Rajasthan Royals, the first 2 or 3 seasons for Rajasthan Royals.
Actually, it's so interesting you mentioned MS Dhoni, because MS Dhoni, the two coaches that he's done really well with, one is Stephen Fleming, one is Gary Kirsten.
Yeah.
And again, both similar.
Both similar, but neither of whom will intrude into Dhoni's territories. They both know what their role is. They'll prepare the team. They will not intrude into his territory. They'll say, right, you look after the team on the field. I'll prepare the team off it, and that's my job. You go on it. I think that little tranquility that he brings is something. I mean, Virat Kohli is a very different personality from MS Dhoni, but Virat is exactly the opposite of what you said with Stephen Fleming. Very aggressive, very emotional, very emotional. You look at Virat Kohli, you know the score is.
That's brilliant.
You do,
I love that line.
But that's not a bad thing either for some, in certain teams and certain players, and some people need that. Some people need that, and he, I think, I like watching Virat captain sides because he never lets it drift.
No.
He never lets it drift. Even when the few times that India are under the pump, he does not let it drift. So I like watching him captain, particularly in the short format of the game. I think he's still got work to do in the long format of the game. I think, at times it's almost a little bit too, not negative, but conservative. I think conservative would be my word at times. At the test match level, but I love watching him captain one-day cricket because he never lets it drift. And as Harsha said, you know what the score is.
I told him when he was
without looking at the scoreboard, you know what the score is, and that is great. That's why I love, that's why I love watching him.
I told him when he became captain, just before he was to become captain, but as apparent he was going to be the next captain. I said, do you know of the captain com? There's a com cam and a captain cam, not com, captain cam. There's one camera always on the captain. So it'll be reading your lips, it'll be watching your eyes, it'll be seeing your body. You saw Sarfaraz today.
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize there's a camera on him, but you could read the lips sometimes. As he was telling his bowlers, what are you guys up to?
Yeah, not that nicely.
No. But he's another
Not as nicely as Harsha's word is.
He's another very emotional,
That's good.
very emotional captain, isn't he, Sarfaraz?
Yeah.
But he's had success with Pakistan. And sometimes the quieter captain in Pakistan terms has not had success. Whereas they seem to respect Sarfaraz. And tonight wasn't a great performance, but they'll put that behind them quite quickly. They could come out the next game and score 350 and bowl the opposition out for 140, because that is what Pakistan can do. But they respect Sarfaraz, and he is he's an emotional captain as well, I find, behind the stumps.
Yeah, they of course playing Afghanistan on Friday, and India is going to be playing Bangladesh, and then India plays Pakistan again on Sunday, and then India plays Pakistan again next Friday in the final. They do.
Oh, dear. Chickens.
Yeah.
Hatchings.
Just counting them before they are hatching. I'm not counting them. I have fried them and put a little pepper on it and I'm about to eat it now. Well, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is the man of the match, and boy, if somebody can turn things around from yesterday to today, Bhuvi really has, and this is the Bhuvi we know and love. Harsha.
I think it also helped that they tried to attack him. So I don't think he's back to his best, but he bowled a lovely line.
But look at 35 dot balls.
Yes, he bowled a lovely line. He didn't give you any room, and the good players, and Bhuvi's been a really good player for a while. He'll be excited by this result because much like we talked about Amir, he's also not had a great run, especially in the power plays. He's not had a great run for a while, Bhuvi. Maybe he's been carrying a nigger, maybe people have figured him out, whatever. So he'll be delighted with this result, but when they tried to attack him, he was too close. So you see how Imam got out, especially how not Fahim Ashraf, Fakhar Zaman got out.
Fakhar Zaman got out, yes.
How Fakhar Zaman got out, close, suddenly one top edge.
Yeah.
So he'll be overjoyed, and I'm very happy for him because he's just a quiet, solid fellow.
Yeah, he is. Let's look at his bowling stats again, and then if you do a little bit of math, and you'll see it with his 35 dots.
Only 7 balls played, scored
That's
off.
7 balls that have been scored off. And Simon, as a fast bowler, you're looking at that and you're saying, oh, happy birthday to me, I'll take this.
Well, what a difference a day makes.
Yeah.
There was a song. I think we should write a song about that.
Yeah, another day, another dollar.
Actually, what a difference, 15, 16 hours.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Yeah.
That's all it was. So, I mean, and there was calls. I remember reading some social media calls. Oh, Bhuvi should be out and we should play. I think I should Bhogle.
No, I didn't say he should, but I said...
Did you say that?
No, I said Khalil gives you a very...
Khalil could have played.
I said Khalil gives you a very good option because Bhuvi looked rusty.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And today he had as much polish as the red table.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, he's turned it round. He's turned it round in one game and he needs to continue to do that, having all that time out and injuries and things. So he needed to improve. He would have known that. He would have known going into today. He was under some pressure.
Maybe you think being out of the game, those overs actually helped.
Yes, absolutely. I said yesterday, he's short of a gallop. In horse racing parlance, you've got to have a run. You've got to have a run down the straight before you can actually get into the gates and have a good race. And he was short of a gallop before yesterday. He got a few of those cobwebs out and came out today and was on song, hitting a nice length, a minimal amount of movement, not a lot. There wasn't much swing again tonight, but he just found that length and a little bit of pace and proved that he's still got it. He's still there and still a big part of this Indian lineup.
The swing hasn't come to the Asia Cup.
Swing's very. We saw a little bit of swing in Abu Dhabi, didn't we, with the right arm away swing from Afghanistan's opening bowler, but very, very little elsewhere.
Yeah, and we spoke about this yesterday. Abu Dhabi with sort of the sides open of the stadium could help a little bit, and that could happen tomorrow actually, because the game that we have tomorrow is going to be happening in Abu Dhabi. That's Bangladesh and Afghanistan. And quite looking forward to this game, Harsha, because feisty sides both.
Yes.
Right? And you like it, you want it, because in effect today, India's won, but it's been a dull game.
Yes.
Right? It's been a dull game.
And you rarely say that about an India-Pakistan game.
Yeah, it was just, you felt like did someone forget the intensity outside the stadium? Because where is it? Where's
and if there was, and it vanished about 45 minutes from the end.
But isn't the intensity with Pakistan-India games of late, hasn't it just been the crowd and the build-up between the countries? Because
also,
how many games of cricket have been down to the last over? Down to the last couple of overs between India and Pakistan.
Some in the Asia Cup last time. It was
the 2020.
Bangladesh. It was in Bangladesh when they couldn't bring the boundary line any closer because you can't have it inside the 30-yard circle.
Yeah.
So it was as close to the 30-yard circle as possible.
The last couple that we've seen, the last 3 or 4 that I can remember, have been quite one-sided affairs, one way or the other.
But I don't remember one day's going down to the last over anymore. Just where are they, right?
Let's talk about Bangladesh again, sorry.
No, let's just talk about there's got to be T20 cricket and Test cricket. What's going on with this one-day business?
Big one for Bangladesh is no Tamim Iqbal.
Yeah.
And he's been in fantastic form for them. He's got 6 of the 10 highest scores. He's been their best batsman ever. And no Tamim Iqbal. So suddenly they've got to look at another opener.
Change.
They'll think, should Shakib bat at 3? Should Mushfiq bat 4? Should each of them come one level down? They've got a few things to think about. So they'll have to find a replacement for Tamim Iqbal. They can't play Shabir because he's got himself another suspension. He gets one every Wednesday and Friday.
Is Shumar Saka here? Is he?
Yeah. I thought Shoma Sharkar, he's not become the player, but I don't think he's on the pad. Yeah. So Shoma Sharkar is not in the squad.
So we need there's one change that they'll have tomorrow. So let's have a look at the Afghanistan squad as well. And for Afghanistan, you probably think that they'll go.
Yeah, they're fine.
I would think so. They didn't do much wrong the other night. Their spinners were outstanding. Nabi, Rashid, Mujib.
If
very,
anything,
very
they were a
good.
bowler shot because they managed to get 7 out of Gulbadin Naib and that was enough.
Yes.
But they're a bowler shot there. So that's the only thing that a good batting side against them can take. They're just 5 bowlers and with a weak link in Gulbadin Naib. But it's a great name, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. But
And the captain's changed his name too.
Has he?
He's no longer Asghar Stanikzai, he's Asghar Afghan.
He's changed his name.
He's
We're
Asghar
always
Afghan.
confused about Mujib. Like, is there Zadran? Is it Rahman? There's another Zadran.
It's like you suddenly becoming Gaurav Gurgaon.
Whatever. I like that.
Gaurav Gurgaon.
I'm Gaurav Kapur. Harsha, Hyderabad.
But you do know that.
Yeah.
There's
Simon Sheep.
But
Hey,
Simon Shoes.
Simon Shoes.
Yes, exactly. Remember that
Simon Trapeze.
Remember you were trying to come to my country next year.
I am, yes.
Simon Trapeze.
I do have a little bit of influence at the border.
With humans or?
I can possibly make sure that you were searched on the way.
What makes you think I don't like it? I request it on my flight form most times. Please, it's some gentle tickling in the morning, please. It really wakes me up when I enter your country. That's all I have to declare. Well, we're going to declare our show right now, but before we do that, there's a few things we need to do. We need to give you the Joy Factor answer, but before that, we need to give you the Joy Factor question. We didn't particularly understand it. It was a tough one. And Joy's not here, so we can say it. Because he's gone home early today.
Actually, we thought it was tough.
Yeah.
But as Joy started to set this question, he thought of Rajinder Nath. He said not many people would have heard of him. Darren Pattinson. Then he gave a hint about Riaz Afridi. And I thought, yaar, ye to bada mushkil. This is a tough question. Stuart Law is a giveaway there because whenever you talk of players who've done very well in the only test match they've played, you talk about Stuart Law. So I thought maybe there's more to it. But then Joy said, no, I think I'll stop there.
That's
so that was the answer.
it. All have played just one test match for their country, just the one. And he said this is not an exhaustive list, that 37 people in total in cricketing history have done that. So,
And how many who didn't play at all?
how many didn't play at all?
Just missed out on the one test.
Just missed. 2 of us sitting right here.
Yeah, just missed.
Definitely, just missed. So I've got this theory that there are 2 types of people in India, cricketers and deprived cricketers. That's it.
Deprived, okay.
But our winner today, who did get a chance and did very well when given that chance, our winner is Harry Humorous. Well, there you go. To go with Simon Shoes, Harsha Hyderabad, Gaurav Gurgaon is Harry Humorous. Well done. I'm telling you, this is sometimes, is how they say, fact is stranger than fiction. People think we made this up just because we were having this conversation right now. We haven't, I promised you. Everything here
But I hope he is
unplanned. We're very lazy. We just don't plan anything.
I hope he is, though, given that he calls himself that. I hope he is.
You can't
humorous.
Can't put that as your underscore, as your name.
It's too much pressure.
Without being funny.
It's too much pressure.
I feel it's too much pressure. You shouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway,
Better than Harry, slightly funny, though.
That's true.
Better than Harry, I tried.
Harry, maybe.
What about that guy, Harry Styles?
Oh.
That's a lot of pressure on a guy as well.
Well, I have no such issues, so I'd never put a name like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the word means.
Sir, you have your own Hyderabadi style. It's nizakat.
हाँ निज़ाकत
It's nizakat.
देखो आप नॉर्थ के हैं ना आप निज़ाकत बोलेंगे
निज़ाकत।
निज़ाकत हम हैदराबाद के निजाकत बोलते हैं.
नजाकत.
निजाकत हो क और ख में बहुत फर्क रहता.
नजाकत.
हाँ, हैदराबाद में खत
ऐसा लग
बोलते
रहा है
हैं.
कि पान खा रहे हैं.
जैसे वखार बोलते हैं हैदराबाद में, वैसा नॉर्थ में कैसा बोलते हैं? वक्कार.
बक्कार.
हाँ, वैसा निजाकत.
Do you say it like the south or the north? Do you say
I'm more like the north, I think.
north, right?
Yeah.
That's
well,
Auckland
You say
versus.
waka.
That's Auckland versus Dunedin.
Waka.
Waka.
What are we talking
All
about?
right, tomorrow the game is at 5 o'clock at in Abu Dhabi, of course.
It is tomorrow as well. Wow.
It's tomorrow, yeah, because
the
it's
game
not
is tomorrow.
It's not midnight yet. So we're very happy because we get to go home at a reasonable hour without our wife saying, sorry, come back tomorrow, my husband's not at home. So we're going to be here at 4:30 on Cricbuzz Live.
लेट समझ आया, कोई बात नहीं.
Yeah, na? It was fun. It really was. All right, so we're going to hit. Simon?
Yeah.
I think I can hear final orders. All right, it's time for us to go. Thank you very much to Simon Doull and Harsha Bhogle. And thank you very much to Joy Bhattacharya, who was on the show earlier, is in the bar now. So just hold the stool for us. We'll be right there from me, Gaurav Kapur. It's goodbye. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live.